What's up, team? How you doing? Okay, here's the deal. It's Wednesday. Um, we don't have live class time. We've been practicing multiplying decimals by decimals this week. Today we're going to be doing division. But before we jump into decimals, we're just going to do a quick mini lesson on how to do long division. And all I need you guys to do is watch this video with me today, solve the problems like we normally do in the video by pausing right before I solve it. See if you can get it right. You're going to learn so much more that way instead of just watching me do it. So I'm going to do one example first to remind you guys, because it has been a while, on how to do long division. And then we'll do a couple where I asked you to pause the video and solve it seated. And that's it. I'm not going to do an assignment today. It's just going to be this video. You do that for me. And you try hard, we're going to be good to go, and it's going to really prepare us for when we're dividing decimals. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one we're going to do here is 351 divided by 9. Okay? And when you're setting up a division problem, the first number in the division problem is called a dividend. That's the number that is being divided. And then this number over here is called the divisor. Right? That's the number that's doing the dividing. The dividend is the number that goes inside the house or whatever they call it. I've heard them call that before. I'm not a big fan of funny words for it. But it goes inside this algorithm right here. Right? The divisor is the number that goes out here. It's the number that's actually going to be doing all the work. Okay? So, in order to divide, our process looks like this. We first try and see how many times this divisor will fit into this number. That's what division is. How many times will this fit into that? And if you already knew that, you'd be done. You'd have the answer. But we don't know that. We're trying to figure it out. So we start by going through all the places up here. Like, how many times will 9 fit into this 3 right here? That's a pretty easy one. It won't. 9 does not go into 3. So this would be a big fat 0 there. Or some people like to put an X there. Doesn't really matter. Or you could just leave it blank because it doesn't fit. But if it doesn't go into the 3, then the next thing you'll do is see if 9 will go into not the 3, but a 35. Which it most definitely will. 9 will fit into 35 at least one time. Right? But then you have to ask yourself, will it go in another time? 9 will fit into 35. Yes, 2 times 9 is 18. So that'll fit in twice. Will it fit in 3 times? Well, if we know our facts, it becomes a little bit easier. If you don't know your facts, use a multiplication chart. I'm totally cool with that. Right? Use your resources. 9 times 3 is 27, so it will fit in 3 times. Will 9 fit in 4 times? Well, 9 times 4 is 36, and that's 1 too many, so no, it will not fit in 4 times. It will fit in 3 times, so we'll put a 3 right over the 5, because remember, we're trying to see if it fits in 35, so we put the 3 over the 5. This is important. Next, after we've seen how many times 9 will go into 35, which is 3 times, we multiply. 3 times 9, and that gives us 27. Next, we will subtract that to see what's left over after we do that. And then we have to borrow here real quick. 15 minus 7, 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. So we have 8. We have 8 left over. And in order to continue this process, we drop down the next digit, and we continue to do that same process over from the beginning. So now, how many times will 9 go into 81? And if you are familiar with your 9's facts, 9 will go into 81 exactly 9 times, because 9 times 9 is 81. And then when you enter the 0 down there and no remainders, you are done dividing. 351 divided into 9 groups will give you 39. And that's how you do long division. So what I'd like to do is, hopefully that was a good enough refresher. Let's go ahead and try a couple problems together, and we'll get out of here today. All right? Just get some good practice in and get out. The next problem we're going to do is 768 divided by 8. So go ahead and pause it, try it really quick, and let's see if you got it right. So if you've done it, you've unpaused it now, awesome. Let's see if you got it right. And if you didn't and you're just continuing to watch the video, then boo at you. Okay, here we go. 8 goes into 7, no times. Does not go into 7, but 8 will go into 7. 6, I figure my 8 facts here. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. So it must be that, right? It must go in 9 times. And 8 times 9 is 72. So it'll give me 4 left over. So I'll bring down my 8. And then 8 will go into 48 6 times evenly. So 8 times 6 is 48, no remainders. And our answer is 96, also known as a quotient. Right? Quotient is the term for the answer to a division problem. So the answer there is 96. Hopefully you did well on that one. If not, hopefully you found your mistake. That's the point of me showing you this. And if you can address that mistake, good. Let's do another one. Let's try 318 divided by 16. Go ahead, pause the video, and let's see how you did. Welcome back. Here we are. First, we have to set this one up. Just like I mentioned earlier, it's important that the dividend right here goes inside. So we have 318 inside is what's being divided. Some people think that it has to do with which number is bigger or smaller. That is not true. It has to do with which number comes first. That is the dividend. That goes inside always, no matter if it's bigger or small. And then our second number here, the divisor, goes outside. And then now we have to divide. 16 will go into 31. And it'll go one time. We'll go in 2 times. 16 times 2 is 32. Nope, just once. 16. And if we subtract that, we get 15. Oh, crap. Okay. I don't freaking know my 16's facts. How the heck am I supposed to know how many times 16 goes into 128? I know just as much as you do on this one. So I'm going to have to literally guess. I know it's going to go in way more than 2 or 3 times, right? Because, 16 times 2 is like 32. It's going to go in a lot. I'm going to guess 8 times. Let's try 9. Let's see, because 9 is the maximum number of times it can fit in, right? Because it can only be 1 digit big. So 9 is the maximum. So let's try it. So off to the side, I got to do 16 times 9 real quick. 54, 9, is 9 plus 5 is 14, that's 144. There it is. It fits in 9 times. But since it can't go in 10 times, that must be the answer. So I'm going to put a 9 times 16. Get 144. Subtract that. 8 minus 4 is 4. Minus 4 is 1. So then we have a remainder of 14. 19, remainder 14. We're going to get into what it means to have a remainder and how we're probably not ever going to really worry about that anymore. When we get to decimals, we won't have remainders. But your answer for our purposes right now will be 19 with a remainder of 14. So 16 will go into 318, 19 times with 14 left over. Let's do one more problem. Let's do a little bit bigger one. Let's go 878, 31. 878 divided by 31. Let's try this one, see how we do. There will be a remainder of this one. It will not be divided evenly. Just totally cool. All right, here we go. 31 into 87. Probably 2 times. It wouldn't be 3 times because I know this is going to be like 90 something if I do 3. So it'll be 2. And 2 times 31 is 62. Got to subtract that. 7 minus 2 is 5, and 8 minus 6 is 2. And now I got to do this stuff again, right? 31 into 258. Again, we start the guessing. Let's try 9, right? 31 times 9. 9 times 3, 2, 7. Nope, too high. But as you can see, that was like quick check there to find out. No, it didn't work. So maybe it's 8, right? 31 times 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Boom. 248 does fit into 258, so it must be 8. And that's 248. Subtract with 10 left over. So the answer is 28 remainder 10. Hopefully this was a quick kind of refresher on division, guys, just so we get an idea of how long division works. We are going to go a little bit more in depth, but I wanted to go a little easy on you today. Just a quick refresher, kind of mini lesson. Thank you for following along in the video if you did. If not, let's try to start doing that, please. And I will see you guys Thursday. Peace out.